So won't you leave me where I lay? And we can't go back the way we came. You join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. There's a price on my head. I've been running for 2 years. Clearly I should be dead. It's a wonder that I'm here. I hide up underneath the cloud. And when we're lying in bed, sometimes I choke on my own tears. I'm not worth my weight in lead. And you're the queen of the reindeer. I could just sit for hours to watch you twirling on your axis amid the tubas and the so won't you wake me where I lay? And we won't go back the way we came. But join me as I leave the frame, because we can't go back there. No, we won't go back there. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, sometimes I'm an ass and I light things on fire. It's usually 'cause I'm hot, or I'm hungry, or I'm tired. But anytime I look into your eyes, well, I'm suddenly twice the size. Oh. Ooh. So won't you me?
Thank you.
Bars, lovely, lovely bars. How is everyone today? My name is Michael Walker of So Very Wrong About Games. I am joined by my friends Jimbo, Megan, and Keegan, and today we are playing
Dawn of
Ulos. Not Lords of Ulos. Not the making of Ulos. It is
not Dawn of Hellas.
the dawn of Ulos.
It is the dawn of Ulos.
And here we'll no, Mike, that's not what you want at all. You want that. All right, and here it is. So I'll announce this now, and I'll announce it at the end. There'll be no games next week due to a local event. So take that into account. Those. This is Tigris and Euphrates, the fantasy version, stock market manipulation game.
Oh.
Well, not quite, but there are some similarities for sure to Tigris.
You'll
and
definitely
Euphrates.
get that feeling when you're playing a little bit.
Yes, Chad, I'm sorry, but Jimbo's one of those hopeless mutants that doesn't like Tigris and Euphrates.
You're not in the cult.
There's a reference on the back of your sheet.
I'm not even sure if I played it or not.
So Keegan's going to tell us how to play.
Yes, I will do my best. All right, so theme of the game. All of the fantasy races lived in separate worlds. Now the dragon god, represented by this, which is the first player token.
Ooh.
Yeah.
All hail the dragon god.
Yeah.
The floating head speaketh. Tell us, O floating head.
Dragon god is like, managing all these worlds is kind of a hassle. Let's just combine them. So portals have opened up, combining the two worlds, or the many worlds, into one. Armies have started coming through to try to claim their own stake of this new world as it's being built. We are various gods that are like, before the dragon enforces peace, let's have some battles and wager on the winners.
So we're Greek-style gods.
Yeah.
And we're kind of douches.
Yeah, we have no interest in any one specific one. We're going to be like manipulating all of them. Right, so we are going to be expanding the territory of the various factions as they come through, eventually combining the territories. There will be some territory struggles where we'll play cards and do stuff, and we will get points based on how well the factions that we like the most are doing at the end of the game. So, on your turn, every turn you're going to start by playing one of these tiles, and on your first turn,
Nothing, it's probably
just a cat.
Yeah.
On your first turn, you must play adjacent to one of these little pink things, and there's a few restrictions when placing your tile. So every tile has one or two terrain types on it. You have to play somewhere on the map. Normally there's no restrictions about adjacency, just on the very first turn. To play somewhere on the map that covers matching territories for both of the things you're placing. So I could play...
I think it's the very first turn for every player.
For each player's first turn, yeah. On each player's very first turn, they must play adjacent to one of these things, and in a way that forms the shape, if possible, to allow one of those to be placed on top of it. So on my first turn, I could do, if this were my tile, I could do this, and then place something with that shape on top. And now I have founded the goblins' starting territory. The goblins have come through the portal.
We have long, triad, and...
Is the wording in that order, they must place it in a way to help, or if they place it in a way that lets
On your first turn, you must, if possible, play something that puts a one of these things out on your very first turn. Later, you don't have to. It's just if it appears, then you place them.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so on your first turn, you need to get one of these down if possible, just to start the game, basically. Later on, as we're playing out more things, every faction has terrain that it likes. So in this case, the goblins that I've placed like deserts and forests.
It is sort of depicted on their little thing as well.
So for every desert and forest that you place that is now part of their contiguous territory, say I do that, we're going to advance their strength by one, or advance them up one on that track. So this guy now has a forest in their territory. All this forest doesn't count, it's only on the tiles placed on the board. So they now have advanced one on that track. Their advancements on that track are going to determine a few different characteristics of the race.
Did it actually go to 1?
Yeah, it would actually go to 1, yeah. They're on 0 when they first come in,
Okay.
and then 1
They're
when
0 when they don't exist.
They're lost,
They're
then they
lost,
come in at 0, then
Yeah.
they start advancing.
Yeah. Right. So that determines a few things. Their strength. Strength is used for effects from different cards. The more strength they have, the more powerful cards of that faction will be. And it determines their spoils. Spoils determine how much money points you get when you play a card of that faction. So eventually they start out kind of the same, like spoils and strength are equal to start, but then they're going to be offset a little bit as they go up the track. Strength is also the number of points cards of that faction that you have will be worth at the end of the game. So if you have a lot of cards of something that's doing really well and has a lot of territory that it likes, then you'll get lots of points for that at the end of the game.
Oh, it's the strength.
Strength at the end of the game.
Interesting.
Spoils during the game.
And strength is how much they cost to buy.
Strength is almost also how much they cost to buy.
All right.
So first thing you do on your turn, place a tile. That might do a few things. It might establish a camp, like we've just said. Later on, if things get knocked off the board, if placing a tile allows you to establish a camp, you do that. And you adjust the faction power like we've just done. If you've placed a tile that now links up, that would not be legal, but links up to one of these tiles, you get it. They have special abilities on the back. All detailed on your reference card. Conflicts I will go over later, but that's going to be a big part of the game. So after you have placed your tile, you then do one of two things. You either buy cards or play a card. To buy cards, you can buy up to 3 cards. They can be mix and match. But you can only buy from active factions, so not ones that are lost. Buy up to 3 cards for their strength cost in your money points. Or instead of buying cards, you can use an ability. Every one of these cards has a specific ability that will do things based on how strong that faction currently is. After you've done that, you draw a tile and play passes on. Right, should I explain these now or combat?
So this goes up.
Yeah, as they get more territory that they
It's
want.
something you must do every time you place a tile. When you place a tile, you adjust the faction power.
Yeah.
Does it
Up or down.
Does it have to line back to them?
Yes, only in ones that are connected to them currently. Yeah. So this wouldn't affect any other factions that are out on the board. So the faction abilities, we have Wood People, the Sheki. If you choose to play one of those, for every 2 strength that they're currently at, you can move a tile to a different position in the same occupied territory. So occupied is like this. So I could move like, I can't split the territory, but if I had that there, I could swap it around and move it somewhere else to build a different direction.
And it lets you ignore terrain rules.
Yes, so I can cover over something that I wouldn't normally be able to cover over, including water.
Gotcha.
Rat People. For every 3 strength that they currently have, you can draw a tile and place 1 tile. Doesn't have to be the one you've just drawn. So it can be one of the 3 that you had to start onto the map. So it lets you ramp out territory faster. Goblins.
Just quickly go back. When you
sure.
play as a faction camp, you get a free card, I believe. Do you not?
Yes, sorry, I missed
It's
that.
okay. Yeah, I just realized it when I was looking at the cards.
Goblins, for every 2 goblin strength, you pick a player, they reveal a random card, and you gain the spoils value and points of the strongest of the ones revealed. So if you have a lot of goblin strength, you just have somebody reveal like their whole hand, and you get some points. Dwarves, for every 2 dwarves, you gain a favor. Favor 0 points. And then you remove a tile from an occupied territory.
Oof.
Any occupied territory.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be one that you're doing stuff with. When you remove tiles, I don't think you can split the territory with dwarves. I think you can just take off from like the edges. But as we have big blobs, that'll be more relevant. I will double check the dwarves. Dwarves, can you split a territory?
This will make more sense later.
Yeah.
For every
You
2
cannot
committed player
divide.
strength, you can treat 1 card that you committed to conflict as if it were a different faction.
Yeah, so conflicts are relevant now. Let us explain conflict. Just as an example, let's say we've got this dude. Conflict.
Basically when 2 camps meet.
Yeah, when 2 occupied territories join up, there's a conflict. You flip over the card.
And that's
Face
before
down.
that's before you adjust faction power, correct? That's
Uh,
the part I didn't understand.
Well, if you're flipping over the card, presumably.
Establish a camp, adjust faction power, collect a rift tile, initiate a conflict.
Yeah.
Initiate a conflict is last.
True, but it said that you do these in any order, so I'm just wondering.
Let me just double check that. Sorry. Conflict.
Yeah, I like my player.
Your thoughts.
Yeah, the tile is flipped face down and a conflict occurs.
Probably immediately.
I think that happens immediately.
Okay.
Because it goes face down, so you wouldn't have faction power adjusted or anything like that. So conflict. Conflict has a few steps. So the player that initiates the conflict, so let's say I've done this, I declare which one is the attacker. That might be relevant for things they care about the attacker. And then they are going to fight. So when a fight happens, everybody commits as many cards as they want of these two factions, or potentially other factions as a bluff, you can do that too, into the conflict, face down. So I can say, like, I'm putting in 3 cards, but maybe none of them are of that. So people are like, he's put in so many cards.
Now you put them into a pool or put them down in front of you?
In front of you, because you're gonna have to potentially pay or
Okay.
gain based on what you've put into the. So you commit any number of cards from the factions into the conflict, and then we simultaneously reveal our committed cards. Then everybody, starting with the player to the left of the player that started the conflict, so if I started at Walker, and then Jimbo, and then Megan, and then me, have a chance to play 1 combat card. We only have 1 combat card type in this, which is the player, which lets you treat cards as different factions.
So
you could play junk cards and then use your flayer to make them one of the factions.
Alright, so you choose that you're gonna play a combat card in that, because that wouldn't be in the taken action.
No, this is during combat.
Yeah.
So it's one of the steps of combat. After we reveal, everybody starting with the left of the player that's initiated, it gets a chance to play exactly 1. So once everybody's done any conflict cards, we determine the winner. The winner is determined by their strength value, plus 1 for every card of that faction that we've contributed. So if they were tied, it would just be determined entirely by the cards. If there is a tie, the attacker is the winner. If there's a tie at the end of everything, that's why you have to choose an attacker at the start. So then for every card that for the cards that you've committed to the conflict, you return half rounded up to the supply of the ones that you contributed, but you gain the spoils value
Of each card?
of every card that you've returned.
For the winner side.
No, for each of the sides that you contributed to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and you can choose to return even more than that if you want, just for the points. So you can be like, this faction just got wrecked. I am going to return all of those cards and get their spoils. After that, we then adjust the faction power. So you'll get their full strength as they were in the combat for their
Sorry,
spoils
because
value.
I missed the part that lessens them. Are they going to lose their whole...
Yeah, one faction's got to get wiped out.
Oh, they're just gone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But you'll gain the spoils for those cards, so it won't have been all that much of waste. Then you loot. This guy would get removed. This gets flipped over, and now this guy has a bigger territory. If this guy could now fit onto an unoccupied section somewhere, you place it immediately, and follow the normal placement rules.
Gotcha.
So,
I mean, presumably there will be unoccupied, I guess that are not connected to.
yeah, not connected to other stuff,
Okay.
which is very possible because you're allowed to place willy-nilly during the game as well. It's also possible that there could have been a 3-way conflict happening. If that happens, you just pick 2 to resolve, and then the other 2 remaining to do another round of conflict.
Gotcha.
I believe.
I got as far as picking the first one, but not as far as what happens to the third. I know, like, is there a third?
I'm pretty sure. Declare attackers.
Oh no, you do fight all the way.
Yeah. Yeah. There was a note here. 2 or more factions. Yeah, return to the declare attacker step and follow the rest of them.
So, from a strategic perspective, if you have a 3-way conflict, that guy's gonna have a bigger territory. So, if you want the goblins to win in this case, would you put them in both fights and hope they win?
Well, people might have exhausted all of their. It probably depends on their strength on the
Yeah.
at the time as well.
No, you probably want them to fight last if you want the goblins to win.
Yeah, because you want them to not be involved
I guess
in the first.
I
And
guess
have
I
wasted
guess
all their,
I guess this still
cards.
wouldn't be flipped over if a single card is, so they're not expanding their territory.
Yeah, you
'Cause that's what I was thinking. Like all
you
their
don't
territories
you
need
don't adjust the power until after all conflicts
Okay.
are resolved.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so then last probably.
Because then everyone would
It's
spend
all-
their cards
Yeah.
from these two factions, and then you might have a bunch of goblin cards left over.
When you remove something from the map, if that due to a conflict, if that now reveals one of these that was previously covered, which for the first bunch there will be, you get the tile as well. Normally you just get these by connecting up your territory. I think that's basically it. So yeah, just a reminder, every time you play a card, whether it's contributing to the combat or for the action, you're going to get the spoils value. At the end of the game, it's going to be worth its strength value. The strength value is what you buy them for during the game. So there's like a buy low, sell high kind of shenanigans going on.
Woo!
Very distracting cat. He's so cute.
I know, right? It's ridiculously
It's a
cute.
superpower.
He's all
Cuteness.
like, rub my belly.
All right. So first thing I do is place tile from my hand.
Yes, you should have 3 tiles to start. You're going. And on your very, very first turn, you must place it in a way that allows for one of these to be placed. So that could
Either
place
the long
Rat,
ones.
please.
either the rats or the tree people,
Rat,
and you will
please.
gain a card of that type for having placed its faction on the map.
Rat me. Oh, yeah. Okay. And then
Now you may
take
either
an
play that rat,
action.
which would not do much for you right now.
Yes. Or buy cards.
They
Oh yeah.
move
So
to 0.
rats.
So you can buy rat cards if you wish
are
for 2 each.
0. Sure. I will buy 3 rat cards, please and thank you.
Is it buy a card or no cards
to
until you
3.
come to 3? Gotcha.
And then draw a tile.
Their cost is currently 2, so yeah,
2.
that would cost you 6.
And now I am done. Go ahead.
I knew you were going to do that.
Mind
If you
Flayer.
didn't,
Just
I
so
was.
tentacly.
Can mind flayers be put onto 0, please?
Mind Flayers can sure be put onto 0.
I should look at what's in my hand. I will play.
You'll play nothing because Megan's not done her turn yet.
That's true.
The best part is that when Mind Flayers win, everybody wins.
I should buy some cards.
You buy mind flayer or rat cards.
Ooh. I will buy. I'll buy mine. I'll buy one of each.
One of each.
It's 2 each, right?
Correct. They're whatever the strength value is their cost.
Can you buy 0 ones?
No, but that's for end of game.
End of game, okay.
Yeah, they
I
will
see.
count as 1
So
point
if,
each.
if they're dead and cannot be replaced, then
Yeah. If you've got dead cards in your hand, basically they're still worth a point.
Yeah.
Alright, I will place Rat Voker out.
And did you grab a tile, Megan?
no.
Let's go for Tree People.
Triple.
Tree People are now on the map.
Triple.
I gain a Tree People card. Megan, how many cards did you buy on your turn?
2.
Okay, I wasn't sure. You can buy up to 3.
Okay.
And I will buy 2 rat people and
2, 4,
a flayer
6.
for a total of 6.
Goblins.
Goblins.
Free cards. Did you get a free card?
Yep.
You have 4 cards?
Yep.
Okay. I will buy. Can goblins go on 0? 2, 4, 6. 5 and 6.
Now you are no longer obligated to place in a way that puts out a thing.
And a tile.
You
steal
but
a
you
whole stack.
still have to be connected to an existing tile?
Nope. You
Okay.
can place way out in the middle of nowhere if you want. It just won't advance any of the factions.
Gotcha. Well, I'm going to place this, which advances rat folk by 2. Then I'm going to Play. So I'm going to use an ability. Reveal, which lets me just draw and then immediately place a development tile.
Mhm.
Going to place this development tile, which does not get the rat folk any strength. And then I get 4.
No, there's a desert in there. You added a desert
Oh, yeah,
to
you're
the
right.
territory.
So they go up to here. So I get 4 spoils, yes.
Yep, for having played.
Rat folk goes back in the deck. I played cards, so I can't buy cards. And then I draw a tile from the supply. And
You
I
gain
am
its spoils value first,
done.
which would have been the same. Okay. Before you resolve the ability. you gain
Oh,
it.
right,
Yeah.
right, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
But it's the same in this
I
case.
had forgotten about that.
Let's just get the last faction on the board.
You don't have to,
Alright,
but it's a
I
free
want to-
card.
Yeah. And you're getting in on the ground floor of
Yeah.
dwarves.
Yeah.
Dwarves.
Do you wish to buy cards or play cards?
I'll just buy cards.
Which cards would you like?
I will buy.
Oh, forgot to draw.
For here.
No, well, I've drawn from that stuff.
I'll buy a. Red folk let you place a tile. What do tree people do again?
For every 2 tree people power, you may move 1 visible tile to a different position in the same occupied territory, ignoring terrain rules. It's the dwarf one you wanted to look up.
Yeah, you cannot split a territory with the
Yeah.
dwarf
Okay.
removal.
Yeah.
Cannot break it into multiple chunks. Same with the tree people, actually. You can't split a territory into multiple chunks.
I'll buy a rat, a dwarf, and a flyer.
Rat, dwarf,
Actually, no, I don't want to buy rat. They're expensive. I'll buy a.
flyer.
I'll buy another flyer.
Another player.
Ooh, let me just.
All right.
Right.
I want to change my.
I was hoping to be able
my
to
purchases.
snag that rift, but I cannot.
No,
There's a cat
you stay
beast.
back.
There's a cat beast. The great dragon has arrived prematurely.
So what do dwarves want? Dwarves like
Such a lovely marbled pattern.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna place
Lovely in-box marble pattern.
here.
Look how comfortable you are.
So
Yes.
adjust the dwarves by 2,
Up by 2.
Yep.
1, 2.
and then I will purchase. What do dwarves currently cost?
4.
I will purchase 3 goblins
That will cost you
for
6.
$6.
That's my strategy, Keegan. Why are you getting in on mine?
I'm glad you guys have a strategy, because
Yeah, I certainly don't.
I don't have the slightest clue what I am doing.
Goblins up by 1, please.
Come here, you. Give me your
No. Oh no, we've been ousted.
So,
Goblins up by 1. They now cost 3 strength to purchase.
3, 6. 7, 8.
And what is it the goblins do that you guys are so keen on?
They're great. For every 2 goblin strength, the chosen opponent must reveal 1 random card, gain the spoil value of the strongest faction revealed.
Oh.
So they just make you reveal cards and potentially you get points from them.
Seems like fun.
You're not making you lose the
Yeah,
card.
you don't discard them or anything.
No, but you're now going to be benefiting off of my
And-
spent work.
And we have to discard them.
We're spending the goblins to do it.
Yeah, but you get the spoils of the goblin card as well.
Yes.
Maybe.
Yeah, it seems like maybe goblins need to be forced off the board ASAP.
How dare you?
Goblins are so weak. Don't worry about them.
Well, if any of my tiles helped any of the factions I cared about, maybe I would play some into them.
Rat's up 2.
2 of my starting tiles are single terrain types that are identical.
I am in the same boat.
Are you buying cards or playing a card?
Well, at least you can place it near factions that you have some stake in.
I am going to buy.
Buy a bunch of the low value ones and
Yeah,
start helping them
7.
next
Goblin, Mind Flayer, Tree.
Goblin is 3,
Yeah,
The other 2 are 2.
4, 5, and what was the other one?
Tree.
3.
6, 7.
6, 7.
So I guess you get into one of each just so I have the cards in front of me.
Draw a tile.
Alright, let's go help out the
Dwarves.
dwarves.
2 strength for dwarves.
The rats have to go up 2 spaces in order to be worth more.
No, it's for their strength, right?
No, you get their spoils.
Oh, you care about their spoil.
Gain the
For
spoils.
goblin. I was thinking you wanted to play a rat card.
No.
I will buy.
I want to manipulate.
I will buy. 1 tree and 2 flares.
2, 4, 6. And a tile. Jimbo,
And
did
you
you
got-
grab a tile?
I did.
I'm going to play a rat folk.
What is the end game triggered when this is
Oh,
open?
sorry, yeah. So, one thing I didn't mention as well, legendary status. If something hits legendary, they get a little crown. You flip their thing over so they have a crown. They can never lose their crown, and they're worth 2 bonus points per card at the end of the game. One of the game end triggers is if 2 things have become legendary, we'll finish the round. One is if we exhaust the tile supply. And
Is exhaust the supply or
the supply,
Okay.
if there's none left in the supply. And the other is if a player has no legal placement anywhere on the map.
That seems unlikely.
Yeah.
And
Actually-
so that immediately triggers, or
We will finish the round.
always finish the round? Okay.
Yeah. And Jimbo was start
Jimbo's
player.
the start player.
Yeah, so I played a
Oh,
rat
he's got
folk.
the dragon.
I get 5 spoils from the rat folk. And then I get to place 2 tiles because he has 2 strength.
That's right.
Draw 2 development tiles.
Dragon
And
chicken.
I get to play up to 2. Oh, I don't like, or I must play 2. Stand by as I try to weasel my way into one of these. Oh, I can't. Damn. I will support the lovely. Oh no, it's not legal. I hate everything.
Wasn't it mountain?
No, it wasn't Double Mountain.
No, but it was.
Oh
it was
yeah,
mountain.
yep. All right, dwarves
2 strength for
are going to go
dwarves?
up by 2, and I have to
2.
place another one, which is going to be
Oh, you played rat folk.
rat folk. Yeah. What do I have in my hand? Where are the goblins at? And goblins like trees and desert. I will buff the goblins
By
by
2.
2. Done. This is returned to display.
Why did I think I could play this?
Brain
Because-
damage.
Oh, Keegan took the spot. That's okay. That works. No, it doesn't work there. Keegan.
Maybe you can place it anywhere.
It's true.
Goblin gets 1 strength.
1 strength for the gobos. Then I'm gonna play a goblin card. Jimbo.
Yes.
You will reveal 2 cards because
At
the
random.
because the goblins are strength 5. So for every 2 goblin strength, the chosen opponent will reveal 1 random card.
Yeah.
I guess because we have goblins, it's just best to keep our hand randomized at all times.
Random it when it happens.
Oh, it's either rats
Double
or
rat
rats.
folk.
Yeah.
So they're worth 5. Don't mind if I do.
You only get the highest.
Yes, they were both rats.
Yeah.
And then the rats at the moment are, it's their spoils you get for the card playing, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So
You also get 4 for playing a goblin
4
card.
for the goblins. All right. My turn is done. I draw a
Right.
tile.
I'm going to play this tile, which gives 1 strength to rat folk. Then I am going to play a rat folk card. For every 3 rat folk strength, which is 2, I can draw a development tile from the supply and place a tile onto the map. So I am going to then play.
You get their spoils first.
Right.
In case you
Spoils
end up
is
modifying.
5. I'm going to play this, which gives rat folk 2 more strength, and
you
then
get
I
that
get
tile.
this.
Yeah. And this is wild.
Wow! Then I get to place another one.
Which in this case is meaningless because it's. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah.
I thought there was just 3 blocks there. I didn't. For some reason, I thought that was water as well.
Your face is meaningless. Add 2 more strength. 2 rats.
Okay.
Oh no.
We
Gotta
gotta
get rid of rats.
nerf these rats.
And then draw. And then this goes back to the deck. And I am done.
Mind flare up by
1.
1.
Ooh.
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 They're too powerful. Get them. You played 1 rat card, Jimbo, yeah?
I did.
The goblins are so much weaker.
Yes, you can keep using your degenerate strategy on me.
Okay.
Or we kill the rats.
That could also happen.
So long story short, everyone plays cards. Whoever played the most cards wins.
For combat?
Yeah.
Compare their strengths.
Oh,
Plus 1 for each.
Okay, so
card.
it is strength plus cards. I don't know about killing those rats now. 8 to the next closest 6. They come in at plus 2. Interesting. Whose turn is it?
It's mine. I'm just debating.
But do we collectively have enough goblins? Or would we contribute enough goblins?
That is the more key question.
Yeah. But remember, you get their spoils and you contribute. Although people might contribute their rats to get their spoils.
Well, just for the sake of chaos, I think it's possibly not great for me, but just for the sake of chaos, I'm going to play rat folk.
You played your
You put
tile already, right?
first.
Yes, I played this tile.
Okay.
How do you have 3 tiles then, Megan?
Oh, because I
Drew up
I
already.
drew up
Oh,
already.
okay.
Sorry,
Yeah.
So you get
This was my new one.
6
that was my new one.
6 victory points, or 6 whatevers for the spoils of the rat card.
6 spoils. And then I draw 2 tiles and place. Well, I draw a tile and then place one, and then draw another tile and place one. Yes.
Draw all tiles first before
Okay.
playing any
So I
tiles.
draw 2 tiles and place 2.
Yeah.
Yep.
If placing a tile initiates a conflict, any remaining tile placements are forfeit. So you would want to, if you're starting a conflict, place your other one first.
Ooh, I can't. I was hoping to start a conflict. I do not think I can, however.
Yeah, ironically, we need a very specific tiles too.
I've got this, but whether or not I want to start
You should
that
start
conflict.
that conflict.
I don't.
I
I'm
don't
not,
have that.
I'm not invested in rats, but I am invested in goblins, and I think goblins would lose.
Ooh, I actually no. I can start a conflict. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Just for the fun of it.
Okay, JD.
Megan, the Warbringer.
Okay, so first I do that.
Will that change
Nope.
rat folk at all?
Nope, rats do not get strength from mountains.
And then I will.
But Megan does get this.
Ooh,
Yes.
hooray!
But this is out of because there's no starting of. Does the card not specify cannot start a conflict or something?
No.
Well, no, there's even rules for if it would start a conflict.
Yeah.
Oh, are there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry.
It just says initiate conflict is in the first tile placement. There was nothing down here, so I thought maybe.
Yeah, I
There
think
would
you
be
just
a
run through the place of tiles.
So we
Okay.
flip
Is
the
this
one
for each of
that's
these?
just placed over.
So a conflict is happening. So, Megan, which is the attacker?
Ooh, we'll say.
Attacker wins ties.
Who's more powerful? We'll say that the goblin is the attacker.
Goblin is the attacker. Okay. Commit faction cards. All players may commit any number of cards from their hand to the conflict. Colluding with others is allowed, but honesty is not required. You can commit cards for one side, both sides, or neither side. Remember, you're going to be returning half rounded up at a minimum.
You can place out cards that don't match as a bluff.
As a bluff, they will get returned to your hand at the end of the conflict, but you will not be able to use them for their combat abilities if you happened to chuck a flyer in or something like that as a bluff.
And what order do we commit in, or do we just?
It's an open thing where we can collude.
I'm committing to rats.
I mean, now that I've played that rat, I have no cards of either faction, so I could play players.
Well, how hard are we gonna do this, Keegan? I don't know.
Actually care who wins.
Do we want goblins to win? They don't give us a lot of. They don't give us a lot of spoils for winning, but if they lose, they get nuked for a bit.
Yeah, well, let's bring it back out again.
Yeah.
But if the rats win, they'll be even more powerful.
Not too much more powerful. They'll go up by 2.
Plus whatever's here and whatever's under.
Yeah.
True.
Well, we know what's under here.
Regardless, Megan is going to be getting another token for having one leave the map.
What?
How many cards? I'll go semi-hard at it.
What do
at goblins?
I don't know.
Goblins like what I placed.
Nah,
rats
there's no sense.
like half of what I placed.
I am going to play.
Goblins like both of what I placed. I don't know. I just figured it'd be fun for the chaos. I have no stake in this fight.
I'm going to play a single card. I think I might support rats just to get their
spoils.
And if goblins get nuked, then we can buy goblins again.
If I use a flayer, like, how does that work?
You get to choose which
spoils wise. So I could still get spoils from something.
Yeah, I think
you can treat one card as if it were a different faction.
And how many cards are we allowed to play right now?
So you could play a dump.
Play a card and then play a player.
I think you can play as many cards as you want.
You can contribute as many cards as you want to the conflict,
but if it's not,
all be allowed to play up to one combat card.
And you can bluff because if it's not a rat, a flayer, or a goblin, it just comes back to your hand.
Yeah, or though a flayer could make it a different type.
Oh yeah, a flayer could make something a different type.
You could then play a flayer too.
All right. I'm not supposed to play my combat card now. Though, right? We're going to do another round.
So when we all simultaneously reveal if we're good.
I have a question about the flayer.
Yes.
If I played a card,
if you've played the flayer as your bluff, you cannot use.
No, I'm saying, when do I have to decide which side I'm committing the flayer to?
We will now, after we reveal, we will go in a circle starting with.
So I can decide if I want to.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do that, and then I'll decide if I want to play a flayer or not.
So what will happen now is we reveal, and then starting with me, we can choose to play a combat card if we wish. I'm going to reveal. Well, we all reveal.
Not only did you not.
He said he was going to support Ratman.
Yeah. All right.
That's okay. I want to cash out all my goblins while they're worth something.
It's a solid point, actually.
So we've revealed. What are our current totals? We've got +3 for rats.
+3 rats, +3 goblins.
Right.
Plus minus any flayers that are going to be played.
So now, starting with me, I can play a flayer. I choose not to play a flayer.
I play a flayer and turn this treeman into a rat.
Alright, so there's no point in me.
I play a flayer. Oh, do you put it into a rat?
Yeah, because I'm going to get 6 points.
Yeah, I'll play a flayer and turn this treeman into a rat.
I guess I'll also. I was considering breaking ties, but it's nowhere near a tie, so.
No.
Sorry. In case it matters, Walker, cards affected by this ability last until end of conflict, but they will retain their own faction's spoil value.
So if you don't want to, so the tree will not be worth rat points.
In that case, I won't bother then.
It's just for purposes of strength.
Okay, that's legit.
Yeah, I guess the question is, do you want me to? Do you want to turn it into a? No, it's not going to break a tie, so it's fine. I was considering breaking a tie just to be. Yeah,
okay, so rat folk win.
Determine winner. Rat folks win.
By 2.
Return any bluff cards that weren't involved to your hand.
Suppose we could have tied it. And who did you make the attacker?
Goblins.
Oh, I guess we could have.
I could have tied it. I was open to tying it because I was like, well, they're more powerful, so.
For each side of the conflict, both winning and losing factions. Each player must return half of the cards rounded up that they committed for that faction to the supply.
And are
You can choose to
do you only get
return more.
spoils for what you're returning?
Yes.
So I'm doing all three, and I get 12.
I will return a single rat folk, because that's all I played, for 6.
I will return double rat folk for 12.
I did not play anything.
That's all done. Remove the losing faction's camp marker from the map.
Okay, so that increases rat folk strength
let's
by
just see
1,
if we
2,
do that
3,
now
4,
or-
5.
Yeah,
It'll be
remove
5
from the
on the
map, return it to the lost space.
Yep.
Now adjust faction power.
Oh, yeah.
If a rift
1,
tile
2,
was
3,
uncovered,
4, 5.
the active player collects it.
Hooray.
So, and the rat men have become legendary.
Ratmen are legendary already. Wow.
Yep.
So they can never become unlegendary. Those, if you do not use them, are worth 3 points at the end of the game. For each. If the camp marker of a lost faction could now fit onto an unoccupied space, we would put it there. Following the usual rules. It does not. We have evaluated the power.
When do you use rift tiles?
When you like.
Okay, so just in addition to whatever.
The end of the turn.
All right.
Keegan.
Ooh.
Well, I think I would like to be able to buy some more goblins now that they're super cheap. So I need to get some goblins on the map. And what shape is the goblin? A triangle.
It is a triangle.
Goblin time. Time for goblin.
1 free goblin card.
1 free goblin card.
Goblins are back on the map, baby.
I'm gonna buy 3 more goblins. Goblin. For what are they?
2 each.
2 each. So I pay 6. Thus endeth my turn.
Thus endeth the goblins. I
Should do 1 more tile.
am going to place a tile.
Is that also a draw pile?
Yes.
Okay.
Here. They get +2, actually.
They're plains and mountains.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Then I'm going to buy 2, 4, 6 goblins. Go ahead, Jimbo.
Rat folk are worth so much.
It's not worth it.
Yeah, they're worth 12 points.
You pay 10 to get 7 points.
At the end of the game, you get points for their strength value.
So you pay 10 to get 10.
10 to get 10.
10 to get 12 because they're legendary. 2 bonus points.
Oh.
Unless we murder them, and then they'll be
Less.
less. We can murder them.
We need another faction strong enough to murder them.
Well, get some factions strong enough.
Alrighty. I am going to place over here. Snag that. Take one of these. No, that comes at the end. Then I'm going to buy 3 goblin cards.
I think
for
the
six.
rifts-
We might need to be occupied territory.
Yeah.
Like connected to an occupied territory for the rift.
Okay.
So there may be. You may wish to occupied.
Yeah, so there's one here. Do you have like 2 grasslands or a mountain in a grassland? We'll get you this one.
Or you
Do
can
this or this one if you have a grassland and a.
So 1 strength for dwarf.
Dwarf.
Get this thing.
Dwarf versus dwarf.
Dwarf.
Then I pay 6 to get 3 goblin cards, please.
Goblin cards.
Goblin.
Can you make
goblin.
yourself draw?
Opponent.
Oh.
And then I get a tile. Go ahead, Megan.
I'm going to spend a rift tile to ignore placement rules when placing a tile.
Could I have the rule book, please? Because I have a
Yes.
rift tile that is not on the
They're
rift tile.
it's double-sided.
Oh, thank you, Dutrait.
And I will place.
Neat.
Sorry, was there something that happened at the beginning of your turn that I missed?
She played one of her fancy tiles
Which? To.
To be able to ignore placing rules.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm just debating which one I want to use it for, because I was going to go where Jimbo went, but now I'm like, oh, do I just want to do it to expand this? But I don't have this tiles that are as good for the Mind Flayer.
Are the rats too big to fail?
Possibly. I need to murder them.
I don't know if we can connect the dwarves up to them with a little bit of extra dwarf.
Yeah, the dwarves need some more power. But I'm like...
Yeah, dwarfs only strength 7 to their strength 10.
I wanted that rift tile, so I was going to go there. Alright, I'll figure something else out. Mind Flayers, like
Unfortunately, any
this.
mountains for the dwarves connects them
I
to
will
said.
I will cover up green, ocean because I can.
Yes, and grab that.
And Mind Flayers get a strength?
Yep.
Mind Flayers, like, yes.
Yeah, one of those two. And then I will buy. Ooh, goblins are very card limited at the moment. I'll buy the remaining. How many goblins are left? 2?
2.
I'll buy 2 goblins. And do I want a third tile? Sure, I'll buy a tree folk.
2, 4, 6.
I'm going to increase the strength of the Mind Flayers by 2.
Why by 2?
Because they like.
No, they don't like forest.
They don't like forest. What was I looking at?
Yeah,
the tree people.
Maybe
like
it's
that
the
combo.
mind flayers that could dethrone the rats.
Tree people and goblins are all gone. Goblins are so sad now.
Goblins are, in fact, quite sad now.
Super sad.
So.
Maybe do I want to play a card? No, goblins are too sad. Tree people up by 2.
Tree people up by 2.
And then I will buy 3 mind flayers.
For 15 total.
15 total. That might be a mistake. We'll see.
Yeah. Well, they just got worth a little bit more. How's
Ooh,
that?
2 more.
Mind flayers by 2. And now I'm paying 6 per. I have to pay 18 for 3.
Yes.
Two of empty. Was that one of the triggers?
No, they're all completely empty.
Okay.
Or 2 have become legendary.
Gotcha.
Or we
Or
don't
no
have
legal
fill up the
placement.
board.
So if somebody can't make a legal placement on the
Done,
board.
Jimbo. Yeah, I bought cards.
Right.
We're going through the tiles faster than I expected.
I mean, like even like when I first asked what the endgame placement we were running through the tiles.
Goblins go up by 1.
None got
I'm gonna buy.
jostled that I can see.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend.
I mean, you've got something at legendary, so I feel like we're sort of racing for those 2 end conditions.
Yeah, I did say 45 to
21.
It's not very nice.
Yeah, could 45.
For
Could run Mars too.
Yeah.
3 dwarves, please.
3 dwarfs.
Oops, my
And then I draw a tile, and I am done. Go ahead, Megan. That was probably a huge mistake, but
I have a plan.
Your zombie apocalypse plan will fail.
What about my zombie bee?
Ooh, definitely will fail. Nothing can oppose the Zomba bees.
Bees in
Nothing.
space.
What's this? Lovely Sunday picnic with no bees? My briefcase full of bees will put a stop to that.
Dr. Bees.
Dr. Bees.
Alright, I've got my turn.
Yeah, I know.
But Megan will destroy it. Destroy it, Megan.
I just don't really have anything good to do. These tiles are bad.
Saying is a poor workman blames his tools.
Yeah, my tools are shit.
What's that in the sky? It's a bird. No, it's a plane. And on that plane is Dr. Bees.
Dr. Bees.
Like, I've got great tiles for factions I don't care about. Oh.
Come on, Jimbo, look at all these rat cards you can buy.
Yeah.
Super cheap.
For freaking 10 per.
Super cheap!
To be honest, given they're worth 12, I probably should have just bought a whole bunch of them. But, oh well. Such is life.
Playing dwarves could also just remove territories from the rats.
I'm pretty sure we're all now angling to undermine the rat folks. So
Yes.
I figured maybe, and I don't mean like anyone, I mean like all of us. I think all 4 of us are
Well,
trying
does
to.
anybody have rat cards left?
I don't think so. I think they were all played.
How many have you got left?
0.
Interesting. Free information.
Assuming I'm telling the truth.
That's true.
How many does Megan have? I know she bought some.
I'm not telling you for information. Guess.
Dr. Bees.
Sure. I guess I'll just do this. 2 up for goblins.
1, 2.
Good.
Excellent.
And then
I was wise to invest in the goblin hordes.
Everybody loves gobos. They always bounce back.
Gobbo, gobbo, gobbo.
and then let's. 3 people can cause chaos, right?
Hmm?
3 people can cause chaos, right?
Tree people, what do the tree people do? Move tiles around.
Yes, but they can cause fights, right?
Yeah, if the...
Everyone can
If
cause fights by joining up.
Great, chaos.
Oh, it's only a little bit of chaos, though.
Oh, that's what you meant. Oh, okay. So
Okay.
it's gobos versus mind flayers.
Oh, this is an interesting... Who do I think is going to win this fight? Goblins are currently only 1 strength less.
Who's the attacker, Megan?
Mind flayers.
So mind flayers will win ties.
And I played a card, so I
my
get
brain
4.
is
This is interesting.
4,
So
right?
half my hand is
Yes.
each.
I
So
think so,
about
yes.
half my hand is about to become worthless, and the other half may become worth more. Who has an attachment? You have an attachment to goblins.
sorry. You said the goblins were the attacker.
No, mind flayers.
The mind flayers are the attacker.
Mind flayers
And then
will
you
win
get to play
ties.
first.
I would be willing to support the goblins a bit.
I mean, you know who I
I'm
didn't.
not supporting either of them.
Jimbo, what skin do you have in this game?
That's a really good question. I think I would support the goblins a little.
Interesting. Oh, I'm supporting
it's
the mind flayers.
interesting. 'Cause whichever one I play,
You're gonna lose those cards.
I'm gonna lose those cards,
Yep.
and it will but playing those cards will completely devalue the other side, which is the other half of my hand.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What do you? You could just let it play out, and
Do I want to just dump everything?
you could just have everything.
But then I won't have anything, and they're worth what, 6?
6 to 5 now. The
Goblins
mind flayers are only a +1.
Yeah. But if they win, then all of my goblins become nothing.
We don't have to do this in order, do we? We can just.
Yeah, no. I am playing 4 cards.
Interesting.
4 cards.
Alright, playing 3 cards.
I'm playing 0
I'll play 3.
because I know it'd be crazy.
So we reveal, and then starting with me, we can play combat cards.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So are you changing anything?
Well, okay. So what's our current value? We've got
So
2 more
we
goblins
had
over there.
4
I said
goblins.
3 cards. I don't know. I have.
So we had 4
One second
goblins, making this strength 9, and we had 4 mind flayers, making this strength 10. So currently mind flayers are winning by 1.
And they win ties.
Yes,
Yeah.
they win ties.
So Megan can protect because you can only play 1 combat card.
And Megan starts.
No, I start.
You
Megan
start.
gets to go last.
Oh, last.
Which
Gotcha.
is the worst. So I could get their goblin strength up by 1.
Remember how much you paid for those mind flayers? You paid 15. You paid 5 each.
Yeah, but half of those are now going. Oh, I suppose all the goblins cards could go back.
Yeah, but I'm getting their money back because I'm getting the spoils value if they haven't become any more or less valuable since
True.
or the goblins have become more valuable. No, Megan can force a tie even if, because Jibbo can't change it at all because he's got no cards to manipulate. And you at most could, or sorry, Walker has none to manipulate. You can change up to 1, I can change up to 1, and then Megan could tie us, which would win the tie. So the Flayers are going to win, so I will do nothing.
I will also do nothing.
I'll also do nothing.
Combat math. Alright, half rounded up must be returned. I'm going to return both goblins, obviously.
Oh, you play a tile that let you play something anywhere?
Yeah, she got to
Yeah.
move 1, ignoring
These guys can
restrictions.
make
Gotcha.
you move
So
tiles around.
what were goblins at? I need to get my spoils.
Oh,
We're at 5.
they were 5-4.
Yeah, 5. It's
So-
going to be the same either way.
Yeah,
So the spoils were 4.
Yeah, spoils are 4.
So I'll get 8 from those.
I'm gonna
And
keep
I'll
1
only
and I will
return
return 1.
flyer, so I will
Which is I get
5
5
there.
spoils.
So I get 13 total.
Sorry, it was this tile. So mind flayers are only going to go up by 0.
No, they're
they
gonna go
like
up
they
by-
like
they like mountains.
plains and mountains.
So they're gonna
Oh,
go by
they go up
1.
by 1.
So they go up by 1.
And does Megan
Megan
get
collects
this?
that.
There you are, Megan.
Good, good.
And this returns to
Yeah.
hand as the other half. So now goblins go back to 0. Sorry.
Woo.
And then Keegan, it's your turn.
Can I use this before my turn is over? The thing I just gained?
Probably. I think so. Anytime on their turn, except during the resolution of a conflict. Only 1 rift tile can be used per turn.
I
So you
haven't
haven't
used
drawn-
on this
Did
turn.
you
start?
That was
Okay,
that was
previous
And
previous
you
turn.
haven't drawn a tile yet, so your
Yeah.
turn is still going, so you can
Okay,
still play.
I will play this for 2 goblin cards because I can gain up to 2 cards of lost factions from the supply.
Sure.
And I feel like the goblins are going to immediately go back out.
Yeah, I need to make them worth something. My hand is full of goblins.
You could just play them.
I could just play them, but I can only play 1 a turn. There's not going to be all that many turns left. So goblins need to be a triangle. You know what? I am going to enhance the flayers, actually.
You do care about the players.
We're going to go there.
You go ready.
Flayers up by 2. 2. And then as my action, I'm going to buy 2 goblins. I can't because they're lost. Damn it. I'll play a ripped tile.
You really think goblins are going to bounce back a second time?
Well, I have a handful of goblins, so I'd like them to be at least
Fair, fair.
extra point or 2. Sorry, what does this do? I'm going to play this tile to draw from the supply and then place.
To create a goblin.
To create goblin, and then I'll be able to buy goblin.
You have to go here if you want to create the goblin.
Because there's only 1 rift left.
Yeah, and everything else is connected.
And you get a free goblin.
Is that one you have to follow placement rules?
Well, I
You did, okay.
Yeah, sorry. And I get a goblin, and then actually as my buy, since there's only, I'll buy that goblin, which is now worth
2.
2, and I think I'll buy some tree people.
4 each.
4 each.
Is money worth anything at the end?
It's
These
your
are
points.
these are
It
drive
is.
points.
These are your points. Okay, so you just get that many points and
Yeah,
okay.
you get that much more money points.
Yeah, I should have just sat on the 25 points that I generated from
2
rat
tree
folk stuff.
people.
Are you done?
Yes.
I will place here. Mind flares will go up by 2.
It sure will.
I will play a card. Keegan, 1 card at random from your hand.
Goblin, goblin, goblin.
It's one way to use the goblins.
Remember when I said I had a handful of goblins?
Yeah.
Goblin.
So 4 total, because 2 for yours and then 2 for the one you revealed.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, yeah, I guess we
Tile, did you grab the last one?
There's more over there, sorry.
That's alright. I just want to make sure you actually got it. Go ahead, Jimbo.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 turns remaining.
People will draw, I will draw, you
And then
will
we
draw,
will
one
finish.
will draw, and then so 2 full rounds left.
Yeah, because we continue playing until everybody's had an equal number of turns after. There just won't be stuff to draw from.
Yep. I assume anything that deals with the supply after that does not work.
Probably.
1 strength for trees. Then Goblin Megan. Shuffle and reveal 1 card from your hand. So I get 2 for the Goblin.
Player.
Player gets me 6.
My hand is so shuffled.
Mine too.
Go ahead, Megan. So I didn't think emptying these caused an end. I thought it was if you couldn't place.
That's
Both.
a different one. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If the supply runs out, that the game end is triggered. Gotcha. And then we play even turns.
So Megan takes 1, Keegan takes 1, Jimbo takes 1.
And then you guys
Megan
will get
takes 1. And then we get 2 more turns. Alright, so 2 turns total.
for you guys. I'm only gonna get 1.
Care about that.
Anything?
Yes. Can I place any of these anywhere? Yes. That's 1 more for Mind Flayers.
Why didn't you bring Martian dice?
Sorry.
What is your problem?
I didn't know this is gonna be short.
We could probably play this
And-
again. It's so fast.
What is it? Let's walk get anything
But
new.
we could play all sorts of other things. Variety.
It's true.
Well, let's at least finish the game before
Yes.
we
Yeah.
start fantasizing about playing something else.
Fantasy Realms. Speaking of fantasizing.
That word game's really good. That we're
The
playing on.
BJ. I
Yeah.
played some in alpha. And,
Someone said hi and we missed it.
Oh, way up there.
Okay, I'm gonna
Board to Play just came on and said,
Play
hello,
a
Board to
tree
Play.
guy.
And was it Cascue Crayon?
Play the
Cascase?
tree.
Cascase Crayon.
and we are going to cause another conflict.
With the tree people. No, I was gonna support the tree people.
Well, that was.
I think I
Probably
hate
never.
this game.
I'm not wildly enjoying it. I mean, I'm kind of enjoying the chaos, but I don't know
See,
if I'm like.
that's the part of it I'm hating
I don't
the
think there's
most.
chaos because like you can.
I'm
you know what other players
enjoying
have been going
triggering
for.
conflicts, but I'm not really enjoying the game. I don't feel like I'm necessarily doing. I don't know. I have no idea. I have no feeling on how well I'm doing.
So it's 5 to 9. The Mind Flayers are up by 4.
Mind Flayers are the attackers.
Mind Flayers are the attackers.
Oh, and I get 4 for playing one of those.
Play
Mind Flayers are gonna
your
win.
cards.
Yeah, strength 5 to strength 5.
Probably. This seems like an opportune moment.
So the tree people didn't have any territories beside them?
I
She
played
moved
I played a tree people to
Oh, they had these two.
Yeah.
Yeah, they had that one and they had this one, and I played a tree person to rearrange
'Kay.
their territory to join up with the Mind Flayer territory.
Has everyone placed the cards in front of them?
Yes, I'm playing 3 cards.
I'm playing
All
3
right,
cards.
flip them up.
Tree people.
Tree people.
Mind Flayers.
So tree people get 5 bonus strength, which makes them 10. Mind flayers get 2 bonus strength, which makes them 11.
Would you like to play a card? Actually, playing a card will do nothing because you only have tree people.
Yeah, I'm good. Well, I mean, I could play a Flayer and make it a Flayer.
I guess, yeah. That's true. You could do that. Would you like to play a card?
No.
I'm not going to play a card.
Tree people are worth 4.
4.
1 for 5.
And I get one of
Then
these.
this flips up. This gets removed.
Yep.
That gets flipped. This was originally Mind Flayer already.
Yes.
Yeah,
So
we can
Mind
always
Flayer
double
get
check, too.
plus 2.
2.
Mind Flayer's like
Plains
Plains
and mountains.
so they should
Then,
be
do I want? I'm just seeing if I want to use Rift card before my turn's over.
they should be at 14.
They're at 14.
Okay. Do I want to? I'm gonna use Rift card before my turn's over. Just give me a sec. Okay. I think I'll do that one. Probably. What's in my hand?
Someone's phone is ringing.
That is.
That's a Megan phone.
My phone's my phone.
It's the bat.
It's on vibrate.
It's the bat phone.
Yeah,
No
I'm
one
not
would have
saying it's a
noticed
bad
if you
thing.
brought. Okay, I'm going to use a rift tile to oh, actually no, I'm not going to do that.
Put the Mind Flayers up by a lot.
Yes, I will do that. Mind Flayers care about grassland and mountain, right?
Correct.
Okay, so they don't care about this. I'm going to use my rift tile play
Trigger
to
the end.
change this with this. So they are up 1. They are
And they
legendary.
become legendary.
We trigger the end. I acquire this, and I get a card.
So we play equal turns.
Yeah, so I'm done. I have no more turns.
I would like to enhance the goblins, I think, to eke out the most number of points, because I think I have the most goblins. Goblins care about forests. I can get them up by 1. Tree people are lost now as well.
Oh yes, tree people lost.
Let's go for
My 1 goblin. Tree and plains. Fortunately, tree and plains are not together over in goblin territory.
and they care about. I will push goblins up by 1. With my tile placement, and then I will buy a. What are you going to do? Are you going to enhance goblins further on your turn?
I was hoping you could make it so I could enhance them twice during
Yeah,
my turn.
I don't think. So that would only be 1 net gain. But buying a legendary card is worth 2 points. You buy them at 10, and then
Yeah, then
they're
they're
worth
worth 2
an
more.
extra 2 bonus. Can I buy 2 legendary? No. I'll buy a Flayer. Done.
I have no tiles that I can put over there to even increase them if I wanted to. Never mind, buy twice now.
You don't have any forests? Oh, no,
I
you can't
do,
place
but none of them that connect in that way.
What else do you have in your hand, or is it just goblins?
Oh no, I have
it. What's your forest style?
forest plains or plateaus.
Yeah.
Well, I have to place, so I will place it nowhere because I want to help no one increase anything else. And my goblin card, Megan, may I have a card at random, please? I get 3 money for that.
You sure do.
Plus Megan's Mind Flayer card, which is going to be 7 more. Goblin, curse you.
3 more.
3 more. 3, 4, 5, and 5. All right, we're done. Even turns. Now what?
Oh, I could have gambled on goblins. Game end has happened. We were done even turns. Final scoring. Players calculate their favor. So you have your tokens that you've got. For each faction card, gain favor tokens equal to its strength value, plus 2 additional if that faction was legendary.
Per card.
Per card, yeah.
weapons are.
Unused roof tiles are 3 points.
Dwarves are.
Yeah. All I had were goblins and flayers. That combat was not a fun time for me.
75, 85, 88.
77.
72.
I think I won.
More than that.
Yeah, more than that.
1, 2, 3, 75.
Over
Over
100.
That's
100 and
95.
something.
100 and.
So I don't know, maybe because we made these long spaghetti connections, that's what made the game so conflict ridden. But
Well,
I don't know.
I found it incredibly boring, which is why I was causing conflict all the time. So I'm like, well, I'll make stuff happen, I guess.
So I was actually kind of enjoying building it. It was the conflict that I
Yeah.
found to be just painful.
It does work a lot like Tigris and Euphrates and or Yellow
Yeah,
and
I
Yankee.
mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm trying to it's just the first play, trying not to judge it to make sure I have some kind of substantive criticism, but it would be difficult to drag me back to the table for future plays to have
Yeah.
substantive criticism at this point.
Yeah.
I assume that nobody wants to play another one to fill out the time.
Not right now. I mean, I'd be down to play something else. But
Yeah, no, I'm
yeah.
totally going to play something else.
we have not responded to how's Dawn of Lewis going. That was our response there.
Yes. We did not. I think the general impression is we did not enjoy Dawn of Lewis.
I liked Dawn of Ulos.
Oh,
I
there you
liked
go.
Tigris and Euphrates and Yellow and Yangshi, and it felt very similar in some ways to those. I also like stocks.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah. So for example, I
Wild
can't
Stocks.
speak for anyone else who didn't like it, but my dislike has no substantive criticism behind it. I just didn't enjoy it.
Yeah.
So that would be my contribution.
Like it especially with the combat. Like I was enjoying the combat for the sake of doing something different, but I found the combat very swingy and like not necessarily like you feels like you were accomplishing something in the game.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Walker, any substantive criticism or just didn't enjoy it?
Yes, yeah. Not interesting.
Mediocre.
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 Ooh, I will play Tetris to return the
It's definitely my least favorite of
that will
their
make me
games
happy.
that I've played.
Yeah. What else have they done?
Role player.
Yeah, I really like role player. Really like cartographers. Their RPG one was I like that better than this, but it was
RPG.
the one where they were like in a
I want to try that
dungeon.
again. That was cool. The worker placement one where you had all the different strength of workers
yeah.
and you were lockup.
Yeah, like
I wanna give that one another
I say
shot,
that
actually.
was the weakest previously, but
It's just got an expansion.
but I really like role player because
Role player is super
I
cool.
really
yeah.
like
It's like Sagrada.
I really like Sagrada.
Yeah.
There's even more.
Oh no, I need to put them back specifically.
It looks like it fits. Either
Well,
way,
it
kind of.
does. I don't think
Fits well enough.
I don't think the exact faction matters. But I think where the piece is
Yeah.
gonna matter. Like where the little figurine is. Yeah.
What's that? Where's that king?
That guy. I think maybe play.
What are you looking for?
long
Jenga.
ones, so that's. I think that should go.
I have no idea. Is it
Actually,
in a
I think that was
bag?
right. I should have faced the rat the other way.
I thought about it by itself. Maybe it's upstairs. This is good.
Yeah, that seems like it'll fit.
Do you want to change the title to Marshmallow
Continue
Test?
going.
I'll just turn this off. Boop.
Yeah.
But I do think like what kind of game you like does also somewhat affect which of the.
I'd be interested
Oh,
to
for
see
sure.
what Mark thinks of it. Just
Same.
because Mark
I
is
would-
so into.
Into Tigris and Euphrates,
Yeah.
yeah. But Walker is also super into Tigris and Euphrates and does not like this at all. So
That's fair.
it may go. But yeah, no, I would be interested to see what. I'd be
Maybe the
interested to
short
see what
ones
Mark
first.
thinks of it as well.
Yeah.
I will enjoy the Tetris aspect of putting things back in the box.
I like the concept of it.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
probably my least favorite of the ones so far, actually. But I still
But
enjoy
yeah,
it.
cartographers is great. I really love role player.
Yeah, I have really faint memories of cartographers, but I remember enjoying it quite a bit. That's one where you pass it off, right? Like once you're done filling stuff in, you then hand it off to the left or something.
No, it's when you draw the enemy card.
Yeah, if an enemy spawns, you pass it off and someone else.
Gotcha.
Fill in the enemies on your board.
Because they're evil and they
That one's very Tetrisy. In like roll and write Tetris.
Can you look up the player count in cards?
Yes, sir.
I feel
Yes,
like-
sir. Yes, sir.
I think they have another game that I've backed on Kickstarter. Oh yeah, the dungeon
tricks.
building one that's coming out. I've backed on Kickstarter.
Sorry, what was that, Jimbo?
So each player's going to get a hand of 12.
12.
But you're out with 3 tricks at 4 players instead of 4.
Is there a bag? These were. I feel like they were in a bag and.
Oh,
they were just
They were just done-
getting
oh, yeah,
worse.
no,
For
they
some
were
reason,
not
when I
taking
saw
that.
this, I thought it said green is triumph.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did I just tell you guys about Marshmallow Test, or did we actually play
We
it?
played.
we
Okay,
Yeah. It was the day of short games.
gotcha.
So yeah, nothing next week. Right.
Yes, as a reminder, just in case, for those who may have showed up in the meantime, something weird has
And
happened.
else
Oh no,
wasn't
that's the
fitting
title.
here, I don't think.
No, it was just
There
half
will
the
be
deck
no
each.
podcast next week.
No,
due
sorry,
to-
no streaming next week.
Sorry, not podcast. My
There will be a
apologies, yeah.
podcast next week.
There will be a. I apologize. Yeah, there will be
No,
no
we-
streaming next week
We
because of a local event.
We're gonna kidnap the podcast boys and
Yeah,
there'll be
exactly.
no podcast until
The event
until our
might.
demands are met.
Yeah, the event might be on Saturday, but we're gonna kidnap them on Monday. Maybe I'll get everybody. We'll play some Spirit Island on the stream or something on Saturday. Who knows?
Ooh.
Something unofficial.
Street day color.
Exactly.
I'd play Spirit. I always play Spirit.
Yeah, I want to go back to a couple of the new spirits. I've played all of them except Good Boy.
I have played none of them except for Good Boy. Probably should have played one of them last week instead of aspects.
They're
But
so cool.
well, yeah, I also like aspects.
12 for everyone. Tell us, oh chicken, who
It's right there.
will
And
be the
here's the
first player?
Sorry.
First player is Megan.
Megan is the first, and so there's no
Power.
trump on the first
Kind of forget how this
hand.
works.
Yes.
All right, so when you win 3 tricks, you go out, and you win as many points as other people
Got,
have
right.
won tricks. So ideally, you want to be the second person out,
Third person out.
third person out.
And Trump, how does Trump get established?
The first turn there is no trump, and then it's just whoever leads.
Whoever lost
whoever
the
lost
previous round.
gets to decide what trump is.
It's not.
Everybody quite enjoyed everything everywhere, or everything ever.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. That was the
It worked
the
in the
Tapple
it
was
worked
one.
in the bar
Oh
setting.
no, I didn't like that.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't
Yeah.
play in the bar setting.
Yeah, it was.
Ah, good.
I liked it okay. I'm okay on Tapple, and I like Tapple better than that. But most of the bar crowd.
I would prefer it without the Tapple timer.
Yeah.
We did not use the Tapple timer.
Yeah.
We just
But,
did some little like counting down, or you could
yeah,
use the phone.
But
10
I
seconds
kind of
down.
like the
What
you-
I was thinking
you
is like a
definitely have to
chess
be-
clock. So like you just slap it and it resets to 10.
Ooh,
Gotcha.
yeah, I like that.
Yeah.
Or like an app where you
But
just,
I
like,
think the
tap
timer's the
that.
best way to do it because otherwise no one wants to be the guy that's like, okay, it's
Yeah.
taking quite a while. Like
Exactly.
nobody wants to be that guy.
Yeah, we were all pretty quick. We did have a situation where there were 3 things out for a while and it was chaos.
So Marshmallow Test is a trick-taking game where you're going to get points equal to when you go out. You go out when you've won 3 tricks. But if you're the last to go out, if you're the last player left, you're going to
That
get
was
0
Yeah.
points.
Ooh.
And you have to follow suit. Is this the game where if you break trump?
I think this is the game where if one person breaks trump, then
I always
then
get
any
confused.
I will find it.
Yeah.
Or is that so many
Well, I
games?
do remember. Yeah, it was something like that. Like if you,
So what? Sorry, the cards are all over the place. What's?
it's
got some
red,
red.
red.
It's red. Time for red.
I think that's another game.
None of your cards
No,
not
that's
show
Cat in
that
the
you may
Box.
play any card.
That's-
Well, that's Cat in the Box where you declare stuff. There was something about this.
You got a giant cat in a box.
It is cat in the box about breaking the trump. So this
Make
is just
a
normal
special
trump.
roll for 5.
So I have won this trick.
Yes, you have.
The first of 3.
It's very newer. Because, yeah, we want the second round, because first round has no trump, so you wouldn't be breaking trump. Players unable to follow suit and adds a trump card to a trick. All players... Okay, so yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
If somebody plays a trump because they don't have to follow it because they have no cards of that color, anyone else may then play trump if they want to.
Once trump
So
is broken, anyone can
in
play
a
trump.
hand.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Even if they would otherwise be obligated to follow.
Yeah.
2 points on the table now.
2 points on the table.
So if you lead trump, is that what you just said? If someone
So,
leads
so,
trump,
so if I
If
if
anyone
I,
plays trump, anyone who follows them
Trump
can
is
play
red.
trump.
Is red.
regardless.
Jimbo plays a green. I don't have green, so I'm like, I'm going to play a trump on that. And Keegan does have green, but because I have played a trump, he can now play a trump if he wants to.
okay,
Yeah, once trump is broken,
gotcha.
It's-
In a hand.
yeah,
In a hand.
you may play. Yeah, per hand. It's
Okay.
not in the game. It's per
Yeah.
hand.
All right.
Queen.
Lots of green.
Think so fancy with that 8, don't you?
Stream cat.
One for Megan, one for
Keegan.
Yeah.
Keegan. Megan has no red. Megan has no red.
There's a thing, if you go last, you get
Nothing.
Nothing.
If you,
Yeah. If you're last out,
You
get
want to be
0
third
points.
last out,
Yeah.
Yes.
ideally.
Yeah, third
Yeah.
out.
Third last, second
Third.
last. Sorry, yeah, third out, second out,
And first
or
out.
first out. You don't want to be last out.
And
So-
so it's purple trump now?
No, there's
No,
no
there's
trump.
no
There's no
trump.
trump. Okay.
You must follow red.
I don't think I'm getting any points this game. That makes me sad. Sorry, this hand.
You got a point.
Woo! Hmm? No. I wanted to go out.
He's out.
Walker's out.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Because I'm out with 3 tricks,
So you start.
and there's 5 tricks, 1 out, so I win 5 points. And it's first to 20.
Yeah.
Question mark.
Yes, first to 20.
Is it player based, or is it just always?
It's always first to 20, I believe.
Okay.
Yay! Now I get to go out, and I
3,
get
4,
6
5,
points.
6. Ooh, I don't feel good about my chances. Well, actually,
You get to lead now.
I do.
Oh,
get to lead.
I can't put these away. These have to stay out.
Sigh.
Yeah. That was sort of
Megan
just a
gets
factor
9
of
points.
Walker went out first, so you were kind of out of luck.
Yeah, you couldn't have got 9 points.
1,
Yeah.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8.
8.
Eight.
Eight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if it was 9, then Keegan would already be out.
Oh, okay. So 8 points. Yeah, the only thing about this game I don't like is that when someone goes out, the person to their left hits to lead, and that means if you're to their right, you are screwed.
Well, it depends how early it is, because like when we played it and we forced someone out early, it didn't really matter. But like here, where we're all like rushing to get out
Yeah.
at the end, then yeah, it sucks.
All right, Keegan, what's the trump?
You get to wait till you see it.
Why don't
Gambler.
we could have made him say it
I mean,
first?
you could Gambler. You are the king of Gambler.
Yellow's pretty good. You sure you don't want to make it yellow now?
Yeah, make it yellow, and then you end up with no yellow in your hand.
Trump is plaid.
Plaid made of which colors? All of them. Everything's Trump.
Made up of mauve, black, and cerulean.
Okay. It's an interesting.
street cat.
Gasp indeed.
It's hashtag official stream cat.
Hashtag all the potatoes matter.
It's true.
Green shall be Trump.
And the Trump shall be green. Are you sure? Ooh, green. Ooh, yeah.
Green is triumph.
And you get to lead on top of that.
Trump. Ooh,
Trump.
Trump.
Ooh, it's not gonna be a good hand for old Jimbo.
Ooh. Oh, we've got a Trump already. So you could play a Trump higher than
Right,
8
so
if you would like to.
could play a trump if I wanted to. I do not wish to.
Neither do
Trump.
Now I'll play a blue card.
I assume you are void in blue.
Yes, that is when you are cheating.
Who, me?
A cheating cheater who cheats.
A marshmallow trick-taking game, yes.
Mm.
There are marshmallows. They're not edible.
Although it would be
Based on the delayed gratification, but not too delayed, because otherwise all the
wary
marshmallows will be eaten.
Warlord. Oh.
Let's get them out, and then we'll continue on with that.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be interesting. Unlikely, but interesting.
Alright. Everyone play off.
Yeah, no one has purple, except one person who's got the 1.
Yeah. Yeller. Toes.
What is the twist, Walker, of this game?
The twist is that as soon as you win 3 tricks, you're out. And you're going to score as many points as other people have won tricks. So if you're the last person in the game, you'll score no points. So you want to hover around, you want to let people win some tricks, and then you want to go
We're
out
leading Trump?
second last. So everyone that's gone out, you'll score 3 points for each person that's gone out.
Have to play Trump. He's sucking the Trump's dry.
Why would you do that, Keegan?
It wasn't Keegan.
Who did that, Jimbo?
Jimbo.
Yeah.
I don't like you anymore.
Sucking all the Trumps out of the universe.
Exactly. I mean, you know, you
Also
could probably
thinking-
hypothesize that I would do that because I don't have many Trump in my hand, or good Trump in my hand.
I mean, you will note that I am not going to be playing a Trump because I am
We've
now
seen that
void. I'm now void in Trump.
2 of the 4 of us are voiding Trump.
We've already determined
Yes.
that I have no blue.
Megan, how do you always have 1 higher than the card I play?
I'm sorry.
Well, see, that's the thing. My strategy is to hit 2 tricks right away, and then lose a bunch, and then have that, you know, those few main cards that are going to win me by that last trick.
Have some control over.
But then you got to hope that no one feeds you that last trick that you need, which we've done
Which we have
successfully
done,
a few
yes.
times.
Ooh.
So
Is
next,
that a 12 that just came, or 11?
11.
so that's now everyone's got 2. So the
Everyone's got
next
10.
3 tricks
Yeah,
won
2,
will be.
so-
Sudden death.
Tricks are going to just start coming out.
We have determined.
Yes.
All right. Why is blue being played? This is.
Well, no, that's good. You might be third. You're gonna get more points.
No.
Megan,
Megan's
you
gonna
get
get the
6
2
points.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
2,
Sorry,
4,
sorry,
6.
that's your hand. Sorry.
Yes.
6 points.
6 points.
6 points, and I'm out.
And then
Keegan, you get to lead. You had some green left.
I have 3. I'm shuffling it now, but I have 3.
Jimbo, it is you and me, and I get to lead.
He gets to.
I am aware.
Want to hand me the deck?
so I get
I have
2,
3.
4, 7.
You get 7.
He gets
What does Jimbo have in his hand?
It's a good question. Not that. Unfortunately,
Oh, it
My
was
hand
either way. I
my
was
hand
good.
fell apart very quickly.
So it would have been 3,
you get
6,
8.
7,
You're
8.
the max.
8 points. 5, 6, 7, 8. And it is the first to 20.
I do not have 20. I don't think I'm lowest.
I am the last place with 6.
So if you've only played the crew, I would suggest getting this, and I would also suggest getting Cat in the Box. Is also a fantastic trick-taking game.
I remember liking it when we played it. It's just been a while.
I won't go too much into it, but all the cards are black with just numbers,
Yeah.
and you establish the colors as you play them. It's a very
It
neat
is
concept.
Schrodinger's Trump.
Yeah. I think Jimbo will be declaring Trump this game.
Maybe you should go in a box.
No, I like the table better. I need to be full view of the camera. I'm internet kitty.
You are a superstar cat, sure. Why not?
I want all of the brand deals of cat food and free samples. How many each?
12.
Yeah, so in this case, Walker's strategy paid off because he got his 2 out, and then he managed to get out last. Chandler is very interested in the. Oh, he was interested in the deck dealing. Now he's good. Now he's decided it's sleep time.
Ooh, I know it's not going to be Trump.
Jimbo, you get to choose what is Trump.
I sure do.
Suspect I'm not going to have any Trump.
I don't think that I'm
Ooh,
green. Green is Trump.
Green is a
You
fantastic
get to
choice.
start.
Green is Trump.
Ooh, boy, I
See you looking at
Oh
the
no,
camera.
I was reading the.
No, you were not.
I
You
am
were
not
analyzing my hand very tall. Yes.
Green
very tolerant cat.
is Trump. Yes, Chandler is one of the most mild cats that I've
yeah,
ever.
he's so chill.
Yeah.
He will take any and all kinds of attention.
Like, I have 2 cats. One who would not be this chill because she hates people, and one who would not be this chill because she's highly strong. Or she's just too energetic.
Yeah, exactly. All the energy cat.
Yeah, and she's like got stuff to do.
Purple.
He's just like, yeah.
Actually, you can use the monitor to
Yeah.
tell what's being played, Keegan.
It was not looking here.
Alright, whoever played the 12 one.
Not me.
You played
That
the
was
12?
me.
He can play the 12.
I've got to draw me like one of your French girls
Yeah.
kind of situation going on.
Should this be a OnlyFans site or what? All right.
Yeah, he's sitting in your marshmallow.
So I start us off with you say green is Trump.
Green is Trump.
Let's go for yellow.
Or yellow.
Yellow, you say, eh?
Woo!
Look at that. Wins it big.
Wins it big.
With big cards. Big person comes in with the big cards to be the big winner.
8. Sure.
Walker, do you want to lean back a bit?
Big
I'm
leaguing.
I'm not trying to look at your cards, but
Big
they are on
leaguing
screen.
is the Keegan with the big league. Well, Keegan has 2 tricks already.
Force him out.
Impossible.
We can give him a point.
If he would get a point, yes.
It could all be void and blue.
Could all be void and blue.
Unfortunately, that is not the case. Let's do that. 10. Really?
Yeah.
I am in trouble, listeners.
Now Megan has 2. Blood in the water. Get her.
Yeah, I'd get 3 points.
My only chance is win-win lead off Trump.
Oh, I might be forced
Speaking of off
out. I'm
Trump,
out.
3
now-
points?
3
I
points.
start us off.
Yes.
That is not putting me to top. Or we're not either.
it's Trump time. Time for Trump, Keegan says.
It's good because I had no Trump.
Trump time.
And Jimbo made it, so that means he has some higher cards, so why would I waste my high greens?
Never had the 8 wins. I'm out.
Keegan goes out.
Out.
Alright,
What's
3
5 points.
for 5.
There you go.
Thank you.
Walker.
I have to play cards that Jimbo has. So he doesn't trump me. So let's start with that.
And we're out. You get 3, 4, 5, 6.
Would you like a hat?
6.
I
I
only
only
get to the hat.
6 points. Yeah.
We're
'cause
both out because
Walker-
Walker
I'm
had 9.
curious.
I could not have won, no matter what I played. I could
Well-
have won 2, and that would have been exciting.
Yeah.
I could have went red.
If you'd won 2, then
I
you would
could
just
have went
give
red,
given
and then
more
it would have been
points.
exciting,
And then you would
and
have
then
been
it would have been done.
Yeah.
That would have given me 2 more points.
Yeah.
So everybody's gone out last except Megan. So we have to make Megan go out last. That way everybody's done it.
He's accepted his life as a table.
As
You're at 12. You're at 12.
13.
Who goes first in the case of a tie?
I guess whoever lost.
Yes.
So
Oh,
Walker
lost.
is the
I am.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
am
so
the
it's
only
just
group.
who lost. Okay.
yeah, just who
Yeah.
lost, not lowest.
Okay.
Yeah, we're 12, 12, 13, 15.
17.
That's right. I should make sure my cover page has the cat in the thumbnail.
You can make it go out before anything else.
Instead of some sort of torture or something. So let's not.
Sure.
Let's not tempt.
Don't tempt the internet mob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next week, lots of things might be coming in. So who knows what we'll play next week?
Nothing next week.
In 2 weeks.
Count your cards. I may have only done 11.
In 2 weeks.
What all kinds of things?
Well, we've got the expansion stuff in
Yes, I
for
only have
Wonderland's War.
Ooh.
11, yeah.
Yep. I went for that.
One.
We also have Uprisings. When the Uprising stuff comes in, we'll probably do a stream of it because you guys haven't played it yet. It's a great cooperative troops on a map game. I've got a confirmation. Like, we're about to ship. Here's pick and pack confirmation. We're going to make a color trump. That color is going to be green. That is the lead.
Ooh.
Wonderland's War is probably my favorite game of 2022. Very.
Yeah, so
I
definitely.
thought about pledging for it just to have a copy myself because I like it so much,
Gotcha.
but I did not.
Leading Trump.
Maybe I'll buy it.
If you have any Trump, you win.
Well, you can just borrow it, Keegan. Why?
Well, yeah, that's why I
Spend
haven't.
the money.
That's why I have not.
Keegan.
Oh, Trump is green again.
Yep. And everyone is less rich in it than they were before. Walker, do you want to start? Yeah.
Stop looking
I'm
at
not
my
trying to.
cards, Megan. Yes, I was just about to say play yellow.
There you go. Yellow.
Keegan, we're supposed to be forcing Megan out before she gets too many points. What are you doing?
Could have done it there too.
I'm gonna ride the edge of 2 again and hope that I can make something happen.
Oh, Keegan, that's so good.
Get the little blep tone. Oh, it's back. Interesting.
How many points does Megan have?
17.
So she
So
can
if we
win.
force Megan out now,
So she can win 1. Which we.
I must. That was all I could do, Walker.
Now Megan has to go at last.
Yeah.
Everyone's always picking on me. What if 2 of us go over 20? Or is it the second someone goes over 20?
I genuinely have no idea.
Because, some people might well go over 20. Multiple people.
I'm out already.
So one player collects a total of 20 points. That game ends instantly. The round is not completed. So if one of you gets
get
20
2 points.
before I get 20.
You sure do. 2 points. And Walker, you get to lead.
So I need 7 points. 3, 4, 5.
Your chosen portly.
Curses!
You get 3, and that's 20.
That's
exactly.
20 right there.
Boo!
Pow.
I was glad you did that. Like, oh, I got the 12, and I'm going to be guaranteed at least 1 trick.
Curses!
And I had a few of them, so I could make it the
I'm
last one.
sure I just felt something on my leg. But maybe not. Maybe it was psychosomatic. Dropping stuff like this.
The only thing I dropped was this beat.
It's sweet. Alright. That's us. We've got some viewers. We're going to do a raid because we raid. That's what raiders do. We raid.
Raid.
Who do we got?
What's noises happening with the cat?
Twitch. That's right, Mike. Twitch. You're on Twitch. You can do this. You can do this.
You can make it happen.
Painting, no. X-Wing, no. Battle, don't know what Battle Crest is. More
Oh,
X-Wing.
Battle Crest was that one that Mark was talking
more
about.
X-Wing.
Agricola on Board Game Arena.
Yeah, Agricola.
Oh, there's a cat. Let's go to the cat one.
Everyone likes cat.
Let's go to Battle Crest. Just cause. Wait, no, that's not English.
Is there
No.
more?
Arkham.
Arkham Side?
Let's see, Arkham Horror card game.
Star Wars card game. I mean, there's always the
Valhalla,
Agricola.
whatever Valhalla. Official stream of Valhalla.
Let's go to.
Elder Sign.
Let's go to Agricola. Why not? That's like a crazy Agricola. That's not even.
I think
That's
that's just him
good.
seeing everybody's farms.
Yeah, I think he's just on a big screen and he's.
It looks very not BGA like.
Wide screen.
They get the new deck in testing.
Yes, that's that. I was right about that. Okay, so that's the C deck that they're.
Find the cat.
They have C already. It's E.
There we
Oh,
go.
yeah,
that
that's
makes more
CD
sense. Because I was telling Jimbo, says I could have sworn they had C already.
Yeah. They have
And
C.
why do we keep playing with A and B?
Yeah, let's do
Because
Do a CD.
we hate you.
or test out the new E.
True, we could test with the new V. E. Is it working? Ready? Yes. Going. All right, we are here every Saturday, but next Saturday we are not here. But we're here normally every Saturday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern, playing games. No shows, no singing, except for beatboxing at the end.
Yeah.
We will see you next time. Everyone say goodbye.
Bye.
See, that is. See, yeah, he's got some weird thing going
Oh,
on
he's up.
here.
Is that Vassal?
I don't
I
know.
think he might
That's
be
what I
playing-
mean. Yeah,
I think
like
he
that's
Oh,
not
he's on
right either.
playagricola.com.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Look at these cards they've got going down here. Like these aren't even.
Some of those look custom jobs.
Yeah,
too,
this is some sort of crazy Agricola game.
Even if 3 stone gets taken, we can 1 stone at the beginning of 11
Can we
and build our
zoom in
room.
on this card? Can we get like
It's
some?
not the end of the world.
This card can hold one.
Hello, so very
Okay.
wrong about games.
No, can't read them. It's too blurry.
I think I've listened to your podcast. Yeah, I've definitely listened to your podcast. I don't think I knew that you had a Twitch channel. That's
can-
cool.
You can comment
Show
on
in
it.
the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Twitch
Oh,
channel
man.
if you want.
Oh man. This is the craziest wealthy man in history. This is like the most bonkers wealthy man in history.
How is Wild Tiled West?
Awful.
Awful.
Actually,
okay. I was intrigued because
we
it's,
could
I
be
like
living
other
the
stuff
dream
by
here
that
if
company.
we somehow managed to
Now, part of it for me is the comparison
get our
to
get our
Plain Unknown.
room
If you were not super fond of
and
Plain
then
Unknown, you
Oh, I
might
fence
prefer
and
the
grab
changes.
these
I
sheep
really like Planet Unknown.
and then
Or
livestock
Planet Unknown was
expert.
the
Like,
the
that might
lazy
still be
Susan.
in
Oh yeah,
plan.
that's so good. Did
I
you
like
get the
that.
expansion for that or back?
Mark's going. Yeah.
Okay, it's almost ready for Board Game Arena.
Nice.
So I
playing
don't think
Heat
I'm gonna
in Alpha?
piecework this stone.
Yeah, I
Should
haven't played Heat
piecework
yet,
the
so I
stone?
want. That's the one way I can get to
What do
play
you
Heat.
think?
Is I
Yeah.
played on.
Crowd. Piecework the
John
stone?
and
I probably should.
Aaron,
piecework
that you
the
don't know
stone.
really,
Yeah.
are super into it, like John McNabb.
Gotcha.
So if you wanted to
Oh, is he
the-
back again?
Yeah, he just got back.
Is he staying this time or what? What's going on with him? Why can't he just like pull the trigger and decide what the hell he's doing?
Yeah, he was. He's still living in Belleville, but if you were like, come play Heat with me, he would probably do it at the drop of a hat.
And then yesterday I
Oh, I'm interested. I couldn't show you guys. The big AI controversy.
For Mars?
Yes.
I've been following it. I'm probably going to pledge for that just to finish up my Mars. But
It didn't feel like it told me.
yeah, all the maps are interesting, but they're so expensive because they're neoprene. And, yeah, they're all neoprene.
So what do you think of the big AI controversy, Megan? Where do you stand?
Which AI controversy?
Well, just using
AI
AI art in board games.
Oh, pay for artists. I don't know. Like I feel like AI is well, it's the same. It's kind of my same opinion as it is with the whole writer strike stuff. Like, pay your writers. Like, don't
Yeah, that's where I am too.
like if you want to like play around with AI and like do some fun stuff, sure, but like don't use it as like a cost cutting measure to pad your pockets, big studios.
Artists do that though, to create art.
Yeah.
They use it to make things easier.
Sure, and like
Yes, but
I
they don't.
like,
They don't cut
like
someone
AI
else out of the
as a
process.
tool, sure, but like AI as a will strip the the styles of other artists to make a thing that they technically didn't make.
Sorry, are you explaining artists when they went to school and studied other people's art to do what they're doing, or are you talking about AI art? AI art, okay.
Yeah, we're talking about AI that goes through copyrighted material that you're not allowed to study in school and does so illegally,
Yeah. Well,
as opposed to the
even
same
if you,
smug point
like,
that people
well,
keep bringing up
well,
every time it's
like,
used.
yeah, and if you're practicing by copying the Mona Lisa, whatever, like that's fine, but you're not gonna get in trouble if you try to sell like profit off that.
True.
But like,
maybe the profiting part's different.
yeah.
The other thing you can do as well is like you can make your own models with things like Stable Diffusion where you train on your own data set. So you can pay artists to like make you a bunch of stuff and then be like, make new things from this.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
It's pretty vast the pool though. I don't know how good it would be.
Yeah. You need a lot of data.
Or just like
I
have
think
like artists who are willing to like submit their catalogs to your.
Given how huge of leaps we've had just in the last like 18 months,
That's me. Like, are we going to
probably here to
restrict?
stay, and it's getting so much better, so much faster that there's not really like.
Are we going to restrict advancement? Is that what we're
I
going to start to
think
do?
we're past the point of being able to regulate what exists because.
Oh, it's
Well,
yeah,
I
it's
mean,
going to exist.
we've been restricting advancement that costs people jobs for decades. Why would we stop now? The pushback against robotics.
Well, there was a pushback, but nobody stopped it.
People are actively trying to
Trying
stop
to,
it.
yes.
Yeah.
There-
Like,
Yeah,
the
I'm not
technology
saying they're not
exists,
trying
it's
to,
just
but-
like whatever regulation is going to be an implementation, not on the existence of the technology.
One of my former coworkers worked for the utilities department, City of Kingston, before she came to Naxel, and basically when they were there, they had people whose job it was to print off every email that they had and file them. And then at one point she was like, "We need to stop doing this because we're just paying for like a warehouse full of boxes of for every printed
Yeah,
email that
what?
we've ever done."
That's totally the opposite point of email.
But they
Yeah.
used to have to keep copies of everything, like make a separate copy of everything in case they needed it for their records before we had computers. And the union kept saying like, "No, you can't get rid of this job. You're giving people jobs." I think it's exactly the same,
the
but
opposite,
like
Yeah.
yeah, like so when they stopped paying people to print off every email and file it, they lost like people lost their jobs because of it, but like it's just not
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
needed.
like-
It's a part of it, yeah.
Yeah.
Could you not just then pay those people to back them up on hard drives? Like,
But that happens
Well, I mean that
automatically.
happens automated.
oh, well, there you go.
Anything like that is automated now. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where it goes for sure.
Like I said, I just see like a Star Trek future, and anything that gets in the way of that, I just like.
It's
have way too much hope that we're going to do any good with it.
I feel like most of the cyberpunk things are like the kind of future we're going for, where it's just like giant corporations that.
Yeah, corporations rule everything.
Yeah.
Copyright is law, and you can't do anything with your own individual property anymore.
Start running TensorFlow and get into this AI business because that's where all the money's gonna be.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of.
But then that was the other thing, right? Was it was all leading to Milton included this about
start with you can't use it.
No, no, it's a list of people that are no longer supporting AI.
Yeah, so you don't use their artwork because they are not supporting the project.
Yeah,
That's
so
the
if you're
whole
not on
point
the
of
list, then you're on the shame list. Then
That's
you're not.
the point of
If you
that's,
don't agree with their opinion on AI, then you're not on the list.
I think you're maybe attributing malice to something that is for business purposes. So it is the easiest way for people to
You're not
avoid.
putting a list of people that are using AI art. You're making a list forgot to hit the stop streaming button again.